Right, this is the Lavno or Lavco RGB ring light unboxing. So let's get it open. Right. Now this RGB light was bought from Amazon and it's only 22 quid, £22. Not sure what that is in dollars, but I'm guessing it's still pretty cheap. So there's the ring light itself with the cables, the cable. There's a bunch of adjusters on there. You got power, light up, light down, RGB plus, and that looks like RGB switcher settings. So that's the main light. Then there's a box here. Let's have a look what's in here. Right. So this looks like a remote shutter, a Bluetooth remote. So I'm guessing you can use that for the camera that you set up with it, because there's the camera holder. So have a look at that. I won't be using this because I already have a camera set up, but that looks alright. That looks like it's made to hold a phone, or you could probably fit a GoPro in there. And that's obviously the peg that the camera goes on. So that goes into there. I'm guessing that goes in here somewhere. But yeah, I won't be using that. So that's that. There's instructions. There's a little instruction manual. So you obviously set the phone up in the middle. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out without them. So let's put this stuff away. I'm going to do a review on this at the end of the video as well, and I'm going to sort of tack it on. I'm not going to do it right now. I might do it tonight or tomorrow. But by the time you see this video, it'll all be edited together and tacked on. So what we got else in here? Right, this looks like the tripod. So let's get that out of the way and let's have a look at this. Right, there's a surprising amount of bubble wrap considering how cheap this is. It's pretty well packaged. Right, that looks like an extendable rod. So I'm guessing if you want to make it taller than it is, that goes on there. Yeah, there's a little screw. I don't know if you can see that on there. There's a little screw connector in there. So that looks like it goes on top of here and you screw it in. So that just makes it a bit taller. But, I mean, it depends how tall you want it. And there's a thing on here that unscrews to reveal that. Alright, so let's have a little look at it when it's extended. That would help if I loosen it. It's quite stiff, but it's brand new, so I imagine it would be. Right, so there's the tripod. It's quite sturdy, actually. That's really, like, I'm putting a fair bit of weight on that. That's really sturdy and solid for 22 quid, I think this was, £22. Obviously, we're going to see how the ring light itself is. That might be rubbish. It does feel a bit flimsy actually. Around here, this feels a little flimsy. Feels like if you were adjusting it a lot it would break pretty quick. But I'm not planning on adjusting it a lot. So that goes on here. And there you go. It's the ring light. So we'll get it plugged in later and extend it out so you can see what it looks like. Well, we'll do that right now. in the dark. See what it looks like when it's turned on, and I'll give it a little review. So there's the unboxing part. Carry on watching for the review. Right, now we're out in the garage. We can do a little review of it. The reason I've taken it out here is because it's the best place to get it dark, because the blinds in the house don't black the room out very good, and I want to show what this light looks like in the dark. Now I do have, there's a bit of a mess in here. I have the laptop down here, so I've got a source of power, so I'm going to plug it into the laptop. I'm going to cycle through the lights and the brightness settings so you get a good look of like how good it is. Yeah, I've put it on the stand, and I've put the extension on. I don't know if you can see that. So it's about 3.5 foot at the minute, maybe 4 foot. I'm going to extend it fully, so you see how tall it is, and then I'm going to plug it in and show off the lighting effects. That's it with the extension on and everything else lowered, and now I'm going to change it so it's fully extended. So there you go, that's fully extended. As you can see, it's a lot taller. Now it's gone, it's all the way up there. So if you're 5'8", I'd say that's face height. If you want to put your phone or your camera on the little pod in there and stand up in front of it and do your videos or blogs or vlogs or whatever the hell you call them, that's perfect height. You could do that standing, and it actually would go a couple of inches higher because I have the tripod splayed out. If you pull that up a bit, it will raise it 2 or 3 inches. So but I've got it splayed out just for balance. I want it to be a bit more secure, and I'm not going to have it that high anyway. Yeah, I'd say that's perfect height for like face height. If you're filming yourself, filming your face, that's great. For 20 quid essentially, which is what it was, that's great. Now we're going to plug it in and see what it's like for light and brightness. Right, so now it's plugged into the laptop. It is USB, so it's plugged straight in, and the little blue light comes on. So when I press that, it comes on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut the door and do the rest of the video in the dark. So as you can see, that is quite bright. Let's go around this way a bit so you can see that it lights up the wall there. It actually lights up the room pretty good. So it is pitch black in here without a light on. So I'm just going to turn it off for a second so you can see. All you can see is the outline of the garage door. Everything else, there's the laptop. Pitch black. Turn that back on. Right, so I think that's the lowest setting. Let me just fiddle around. So, okay, so there's the settings right there. So that is the lowest setting. I'm going to adjust this so you can see. Right, so that's the lowest setting, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. And then if you cycle through the colours, if you actually turn it down all the way and press the colours, that, I don't know if that's going to show up very good on the video, but that's solid red. That is just pure red light. Like if I show my face, that's just pure red. And then if you turn on the other colours, that's pure red. So yeah, the other colours on here are, I'm going to show it reflected on my face for this part, just so it's, because it doesn't show up very well on the camera. That's green, so there's the green, there's how it looks reflected on me. Blue, that's quite a deep, like a royal blue. Now that's kind of like a lime greenish, there's a bit of orange in there. I don't know if that's going to show up. Here's kind of orange, there's yellow bits, there's green there, and then there's sort of yellow, so it's a bit of a mishmash really. It seems like it's meant to be like a warm light, but it looks a bit weird. Looks a bit of a mix of orange, green and yellow. There's purple, that's quite nice, purple. There's the, that's nice. That's like a sky blue. That's cool, so that would be good for background lighting. And there's the disco light. I don't know why you'd want that, that's quite distracting and a bit annoying. And there's the fade light, so that goes through, cycles through all the colours. So that's quite nice if you're using it for background light. And then back to the red. Now if you do adjust the brightness settings, there is a button actually to adjust the intensity of the red, so that makes it brighter, that makes it brighter again, and that works with all the colours. The green, that's fully bright, dim, so there's 3 settings for each colour, so depending on how much colour you want, how bright you want that colour, this is how it looks. So I'll just go through all of them. That one doesn't change, that seems to be just maxed out. The disco light and the wave light doesn't change, but all the others have 1, 2, 3 settings of colour. And then if you press the plus, you get white light as well. So I don't know if that shows up. I don't know if you can see that on there, but there is very, very dim red all around the middle, and the outer side and the inner side of the ring are white. So that, I imagine, creates kind of a pink light, and you can turn that up to fully bright and then it really washes out the colour. If you turn it down fully, it just goes straight to red again, but if you just put 1 on there, there's a little tint of colour. If I change that, so that's with a tint of green, so this is white light with a green tint, then the blue, then the sort of lime green orange colour, purple, sky blue, and there's the disco light with the white backing light on there, and that's the wave with the white backing light. So go back to red. Yeah, so if we turn that down, it's fully red. Turn it up, it's red and white, and then you can adjust the brightness. I've had a little play around with this, and I've found that this light, the kind of lime green with the white turned up a little bit, is the best setting for like natural light. It's because it's white light, but there's a little bit of orangey yellow in there as well, so it makes it just feel a little bit better. If obviously you turn it down, you get the lime green and orange. It would be nice if they had some more settings on this, but I mean, you get what you pay for. At the end of the day, it's 20 quid or £22, so it'd be nice if this colour was a bit more orange and less green, because it seems to be, there's a lot of green in here. It might not show up in the video, but it's worth letting you know. If you're going to buy one expecting this to look orange, it's not orange. There's a bit of orange there, that's about it, and the rest is like green, yellow, yellow, green, orange, like here. So yeah, I mean, you get a sort of rough idea of what it looks like shining on someone's face. I look like crap in a minute, so got straight out of bed and did this video. But yeah, that's the ring light. So I'm gonna bring up the door, so we've got some light in here. Right, so there you go. That's the Lavco, whatever that word says. It's that brand of RGB ring light. There's the thing on the back there. So you got the stand, the whole stand, and it plugs in USB, so you can plug it straight into your laptop. If you're doing, I don't know, FaceTime messages or something, and you don't want to put your whole light on, or you just want your face illuminated, it's great for doing that. And we'll just go through the colours one more time. There's sky blue, there's the disco light, that's the wave. And the colours, once they're on, it's worth noting because it might confuse some people. They might think it's broken, or how do I get into that setting? It seems like when you go, the red is the start, and you cycle through all the colours, then you have the disco and the wave, and then back to the red. If you turn the brightness up fully, it washes out a lot of the red, but it's still there. And then if you switch through the colours, you can see the green, blue, kind of orange, purple, sky blue, and then the wave, etc. But if you unplug the camera, then plug it back in, the light, sorry, it just goes pure white. All the colours disappear, and I don't know how to get that setting without plugging it in, without unplugging it and plugging it back in again. The closest I've seen is the orange kind of lime green light. That's what that's on now. You can slightly see a little tint of green, but it looks mostly white, and if it's turned up fully, which it is, you can't really tell. You can only tell when you turn it back down. So once it's fully up, it's essentially white. But if you want that little tint gone, unplug it, plug it back in, leave it as it is, and it's just pure white. There's the buttons. So I've been using, that's the power button in the middle, that turns it off. Brightness up, brightness down, that changes the intensity of the colour, and that changes the colour. So you got all your settings on there, and you can use these two in combination with this. So you can adjust, say you have it on, let's just show it there so you can see, purple. You can change the intensity of the purple, that's brighter still, and that's dimmer. And you can also add white light to it, and then change the intensity as well. So if you fully white it out, you can't see a lot of purple, but you can see the purple's gone up, and it's gone up again. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera very well, but you get the idea. So that's the ring light, the cheap. It's one of the cheapest. I think it is the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. So if you're on a budget, you don't have a lot of money, which I don't at the minute, due to all the COVID crap going on. Yeah. And you want to do some YouTube videos or FaceTime or whatever you need this light for, and you could just use it as a light. It makes a good lamp in your bedroom because it's tall. You can face it at the wall, change it to whatever colour you want, and light up your room. If you want your room red, you can go for it. You can make it red, or you can make it purple or blue, whatever. So if you want a ring light on a budget, £22 on Amazon. I'll try and get the link put in the description below, but I'm not 100% sure on how to do that yet. But I'll try it out. I'll try and get the link down there for you guys, if you want to buy it. If not, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. I just typed in RGB ring light and I cycled through. There's loads of different ones on there. They're all similar, and just found the cheapest one, and we bought that. The stand's very sturdy. I'm very impressed with the stand. That's not going to be, it's just the top. This bit here is a little bit wobbly, and the light itself is good. It's quite, I mean, it's not going to break, and the brightness is good. So yeah, the cable could do with being a little bit longer, because that's, I mean, if you want to move it further away from the laptop, you're not looking at much range. Like, that's about all you're going to get. So if you're plugging this into a plug socket in the wall, yeah, you're going to struggle with distance, but plug it into your laptop. You don't need it that far away from the laptop anyway. Alright, so if you like the video, thanks for watching, subscribe, and we're going to be getting loads more techie stuff, and we're going to be unboxing them and reviewing them as the channel progresses. Anyone who's interested can follow along with what sort of kit we're getting, because we're starting from scratch. Like, I started this YouTube channel, I didn't have a clue about editing or filming or lighting, and I'm slowly picking it up. I'm learning from other people how to use lighting, editing things to make them shorter videos and less boring, and cutting out bloopers and things like that. So yeah, hope you guys like it. If you do, subscribe. If not, subscribe anyway, because it'll make me feel better. Thanks for watching. Bye.